The biggest secret in the universe is this. God has given us everything. You have been given everything. I've been given everything. Our life circumstances may differ, but what is common is that we have been given everything. We all have received everything. You might think you haven't received something and keep desiring for it. Keep craving for it, keep longing for it, and you will never be satisfied. Why? Because the hunger will always be there unless and until you realize that you have already been given everything. And when you realize this, the hunger will go away. So let me share a story with you. Once upon a time, there was a king. He was a wealthy king. He had everything that one can desire, but he still felt that there was something missing. There was some voidness within him. Despite having everything, he desired more. So he decided that he would invite all the wise men in his kingdom, and whoever solves his problem, he will give him a huge reward. So all the wise men were called, and the first wise man came and said, "Your Highness, the reason why you are feeling this way is because you are too focused on what you have. If you focus on what you don't have, then you will always feel miserable." The king thought, maybe he is right, but still the king did not feel blissful. He still felt that emptiness within him. The next wise man came and he said, "Your Highness, the reason why you are feeling this way is because you are too attached to your possessions. Detach yourself from your possessions and you will feel free." The king again thought, maybe he is right, but still, the voidness was there. Then the third wise man came and he said, "Your Highness, you have everything here. Look around you. You have everything that is needed. So why do you feel that something is missing?" The king replied, "I feel that something is missing." "I want more." The wise man said, "Why do you want more when you already have everything? Do you think that if you keep acquiring more and more things, then this void inside you will be filled? This is not how it works. The secret to happiness lies in being content with what you have." The king thought, maybe he is right, but still he didn't feel content. Then the fourth wise man came. He went to the garden of the king, sat down under a tree and said, "Your Highness, show me your most precious gem." The king replied, "Come to the palace. I will show you." So they went to the palace, and the king showed him the crown jewels. They were really priceless. They sparkled. They were really beautiful. The wise man said, very nice. Now take these off and give them to me." The king was stunned. He asked, "What do you mean?" "These are my crown jewels." "Why do you want these?" The wise man said, "I want to show you something." Then the wise man went to the market, bought a small earthen pot, put those jewels in it, and covered it with a cloth. The king followed him and asked, "What are you doing?" "These are my priceless jewels." "Why are you putting them in an earthen pot?" The wise man replied, "Do you see this pot? It's just an ordinary pot, right? But when you put priceless jewels inside it, does it not become precious?" The king was silent. They both went back to the palace, and the wise man said, "Your Highness, you have everything. You have food, you have clothing, you have shelter, you have all the luxuries. You have everything. But you keep desiring for more and more because you are looking at the world through the eyes of lack, through the eyes of scarcity. When you look at the world through the eyes of abundance, then you will realize that you have been given everything." The king thought, maybe he is right. And for the first time, he looked at his life and saw that he had everything. He had everything. And then a big smile came on his face, and that voidness vanished. He understood the secret that day. He realized that day that we have been given everything. But, my brothers and sisters, this truth is hidden from most people. They struggle throughout their lives. They suffer throughout their lives because they keep desiring for more and more, but when they get more and more, they still feel that something is missing. And so I want you to close your eyes for a moment and look inside yourself and ask yourself, am I feeling satisfied? Am I feeling content? Or am I desiring for more and more and more and more? And if you are desiring for more and more and more and more and more, then ask yourself, why am I desiring for more and more and more and more? And you will realize that you have been given everything. So, my brothers and sisters, today, I want you to realize this truth. realize that we have been given everything. Some of us have been given good health. Some of us have been given beautiful families. Some of us have been given loving parents. Some of us have been given supportive friends. Some of us have been given a good job. Some of us have been given the ability to learn. Some of us have been given the ability to create. Some of us have been given the ability to love. Some of us have been given the ability to inspire others. Some of us have been given the ability to make people happy. We have been given so many gifts, my brothers and sisters. So, I want you to take a moment and appreciate all the gifts that you have been given. I want you to take a moment and thank God for all the gifts that you have been given. I want you to take a moment and be grateful for all the gifts that you have been given. When you are grateful for all the gifts that you have been given, then you will realize that you have been given everything. When a person realizes that he has been given everything, two things happen. Number one, he becomes extremely happy. He feels blissful inside. And no? Two, he starts living a life of service. When a person realizes that he has been given everything, he doesn't want anything for himself. Instead, he wants to give his time, he wants to give his energy. He wants to give his love. He wants to give his money. He wants to give his possessions, he wants to give his knowledge, he wants to give his skills, he wants to give his abilities. He wants to give everything because he knows that he already has everything. And so, my brothers and sisters, I want you to live a life of service. I want you to use all your gifts to serve others. When you serve others, you will feel even more blessed. You will feel even more grateful. You will feel even more happy. And when you feel more blessed, more grateful, and more happy, you will realize even more that you have been given everything. My brothers and sisters, when you realize that you have been given everything, then your life will change. You will no longer be bound by the limitations of your mind. You will no longer be bound by the limitations of your circumstances. You will no longer be bound by the limitations of your past. Instead, you will be free. You will be truly free. You will be blissful. You will be happy. You will be at peace. And so I want you to close your eyes and repeat after me. I have been given everything. 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 As you repeat these words, feel it in your heart. Feel it in your soul. Feel it in your being. I have been given everything. 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 When you realize this truth, my brothers and sisters, your life will change. You will change. You will become more loving. You will become more kind. You will become more compassionate. You will become more empathetic. You will become more selfless. You will become more giving. You will become more grateful. You will become more happy. You will become more at peace. And so I want you to live a life that is filled with gratitude. Live a life that is filled with love. Live a life that is filled with service. Live a life that is filled with kindness. Live a life that is filled with compassion. Live a life that is filled with empathy. Live a life that is filled with selflessness. Live a life that is filled with giving. Live a life that is filled with understanding. Live a life that is filled with wisdom. Live a life that is filled with truth. Live a life that is filled with peace. Live a life that is filled with joy. Live a life that is filled with laughter. Live a life that is filled with happiness. Live a life that is filled with abundance. Because when you live a life that is filled with all these things, you are living a life that is truly blessed. You are living a life that is truly happy. You are living a life that is truly at peace. And so, my brothers and sisters, I want you to live a life that is filled with gratitude, a life that is filled with love.